Hey, what's going on, family? Michael Cabradilla right here in sunny, especially sunny today, sunny San Diego. And we have been reading through this book right here, 100 Simple Secrets of Happy People. The chapters are very short, less than 2 pages. So we've been getting through them, sharing some insight, posing some questions, and really just continuing this conversation because why not, right? Why not be happier, and why not figure out what happy people know, right? So chapter 49, about halfway through the book, right? So chapter 49 is be a peacemaker. If your friends and family members are upset with one another, you will feel their unhappiness. Try to be the voice of reason and reconciliation. Nellie and Cindy are sisters from Northern California. They were close all of their lives, and they even decided to move in together to share Nellie's house. And then the phone bill came. Nellie received what she called the biggest phone bill of her life and immediately confronted her sister. Cindy looked at the bill and said that most of the calls weren't hers. They must have been placed by Nellie. And this is obviously written before we had unlimited calls, right? Words escalated until the tension between the sisters completely eclipsed their familial bonds, and the rest of their family members felt uncomfortable in their presence, and they began to avoid them rather than trying to help them through their difficulty. With no compromise in sight, Nellie sued her own sister in small claims court. That's crazy. The family was exasperated, sorry, with the both of them. And even when Nellie won the case, she lost her sister. Wow, that's deep. That's crazy. The passive avoidance of problems between loved ones reduces contentment by 15%. To keep in contact and maintain happiness, difficulties must be faced rather than avoided. Wow, that's a really good chapter. I mean, each of the chapters are great, but who does this make you think of? Is there somebody in your life, whether it's a family member, a friend, who maybe there has been some type of disagreement with, and that person is now just completely lost and there's no communication? Or maybe there are people that you know, maybe it is siblings that you know, and they're not talking to each other right now, or maybe that relationship is strained because of a particular situation. And the name of this chapter is Be a Peacemaker. And it's interesting because earlier today I was in a conversation with a family member, and they were talking about how important it is to continue to keep communication. And our daughters, as of the recording of this video, they're 6 years old and 9 years old. They're fairly close to each other. Obviously, they're each other's best friends, and we hope that we can facilitate keeping them in good communication with each other as they grow up, because we know that the better communication that they have with each other, and if they're on the same page, if they're nice to each other, kind to each other, listen to each other, and they develop a stronger relationship and bond, that there's going to be nothing that can break that, as long as we help to facilitate that as parents. And so in this chapter, that's one of the things that it makes me think of, being the peacemaker, right? Like, as parents, my wife and I, our job is to help facilitate the relationship that our daughters have with each other, right? But at the same regard, there have been relationships that I've seen with family members, with friends over the years, that have become strained as a result of XYZ. And with some of them, we have been able to step in and be the peacemaker, or at least encourage the two parties, the two sides, to communicate with each other, come together, hash it out, talk, speak, push things under the rug or get things squared away, But there have also been times where we didn't intervene, we didn't step in, and still some of those relationships might be strained now. I think of that movie Home Alone, right? The first of the Home Alone series. And I remember the main character, Kevin, he was speaking to his neighbor, and his neighbor was somebody who was misunderstood. A lot of people thought that he was this scary man living on the street. And in the conversation with him, one of the reasons why he was estranged was because of the relationship that he had, I believe, with his daughter. And his daughter has his son-in-law, and they have a child, which is his grandchild. And in the movie, Kevin tells him to just, why not apologize? Why not reach out? Why not communicate? Because you never know, at least you took that first step. So I guess in this particular chapter, and with the comments that you have, feel free to comment in the comment section. We'd love to hear maybe what thoughts you came across as you listen to this. And is there somebody in your life that needs to hear something like this? Are there two opposing parties that you know of that you can be the peacemaker for as a result of listening to this? So we'll see you on the next episode, which will be the next video, which will be the 50th video in this series. We're excited. Take care. God bless you. Thank you so much for tuning in.